The state government has announced a 3-month moratorium on clearing regrowth forests. The Natural Resources Department says the decision preserves more than 1 million hectares of land, but primary producers warn it'll cost jobs.
The Premier promised during the election campaign to tighten tree clearing laws to include native regrowth. They'll be hammered out over the coming months. In the meantime, a moratorium will be put in place.
As we've seen in the past with such announcements, panic clearing occurs once you make these announcements.
The temporary ban covers more than 1 million hectares. It'll largely affect graziers in the southwest, but also lock up any trees within 50 metres of a watercourse that feeds into the Great Barrier Reef to prevent sediment runoff. The Minister says it's not a choice between trees and jobs.
We don't believe that there will be an impact in terms of reducing agricultural production.
Rural lobby group AgForce says locking up the land will thwart producers.
There will have to be an impact. There's already been an impact. The uncertainty that's around the rural sector at the moment, there are sales not being negotiated at the moment.
John Cotter also says the 2004 tree clearing legislation was supposed to be the last, and they don't see any environmental case to give more ground.
Not 1 hectare.
Grant Maudsley runs 3,000 cattle near Mitchell.
It's going to reduce the carrying capacity, okay? So you'll run less cattle on the same area. Just run less cattle, make less money.
Meanwhile, Liberal National Party benefactor and Life member Clive Palmer has given the stamp of approval to new leader John Paul Langbroek, a former Liberal. He even likened him to Sir Joh Bjelke-Petersen when he started.
He used to stutter a lot and he was frightened of the media to a certain extent. He went on to feed the chooks in a very successful manner, as he would say. So we've got to give John Langbroek a bit of a chance.
But he's had no change of heart about his defamation lawsuit against the Premier and the Treasurer. Matt Wordsworth, ABC News.